Hey Star Wars fans, today we will be discussing the excerpts recently released from the upcoming Star Wars novels, Brotherhood by Michael Chen and Shadow of the Sith by Adam Christopher. Both excerpts reveal some new pieces of Star Wars canon that have me really excited. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. First, I want to talk a little bit about Brotherhood. This book follows a young Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker and is set just after the events of Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The full excerpt can be found on StarWars.com, with the book available now for pre-order with a release date of May 10th, 2022. The first thing that caught my attention was that while Obi-Wan is on a mission, he meets Asajj Ventress for the first time. We know from the Clone Wars animated series that they cross paths more than once. However, it is great to see a sneak peek at the beginning of that relationship. Asajj is a really interesting character. She's a Force-sensitive Dathomirian female who was born into the Night Sisters. She was trained for a time under a Jedi, but eventually makes her way to working for Count Dooku and the Separatist army. We see Asajj in this story showing Kenobi damage and destruction on Cato Nemoidia, which is very exciting, and I'll get to that in a moment. But while showing him the remains, we get a look at Kenobi's investigatory skills, picking up on the fact that Asajj refers to Dooku as Master, and also noting that some of the blast points were so uniform and exact that they likely could be from droids, which of course were heavily used by the Separatist armies. So it looks like Kenobi may put himself in a dangerous position here, as I suspect that he will uncover evidence of sabotage, putting him at odds with Ventress. The fact that all of this is occurring on Cato Nemoidia is a very fun callback. In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin tells Kenobi that he has saved his life 10 times, to which Kenobi responds 9 times. That business on Cato Nemoidia doesn't count. So the fact that we may get to read exactly what happened is fun for the hardcore prequel fans. All in all, this book seems like it will deliver exactly what I was expecting. A lot of Clone Wars era diplomacy and action, and it's likely filled with Anakin Kenobi banter that should entertain. I was planning on checking this book out, and this sneak preview doesn't change that. Now, on to the other upcoming book, Shadow of the Sith. This novel is set between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens and follows Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian on a quest to find Exegol. This full excerpt can also be found on StarWars.com, with the novel now available for pre-order, releasing on June 28th, 2022. Right away, Luke is transported to Exegol from the Seeing Stone on Tython. It is unclear at first if this is a Force vision or a literal transportation, but as we read on, it certainly sounds like he physically arrives to Exegol. So that right away is a huge development in Star Wars canon, and honestly, I'm up for it. Why not? The story even goes into detail that he had collected a holocron and multiple kyber crystals, which may have somehow made this journey possible. I'm very interested to see if this type of Force ability is used again in the future of Star Wars. So we follow Luke on Exegol, and he becomes surrounded by 9 wraiths, as they are called. Shadowy figures described as ghosts with lightsabers of their own, with white and black blades. The book repeats numerous times that the blades were real and that the danger was real. So again, I don't think this was just a vision. As Luke fights with his saber, he connects with their lightsabers, but when he hits the wraiths themselves, his lightsaber passes right through them. This is where it gets really interesting for me. Just as the wraiths surround him for their final blow, a new light appears. A blue glow of a lightsaber held in a transparent blue hand. The Force ghost of none other than Anakin Skywalker appears and chases the wraiths away until they vanish into dust. Anakin holds out his hand, and Luke grabs it. All I can say is, wow, this is huge. First, just the fact that we now learn that Anakin's Force Ghost has visited Luke is incredible. This has so many implications. Anakin could help train Luke. Anakin could potentially also appear to Ahsoka in the upcoming TV series on Disney+. It also means that moving forward, we could get Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Anakin in numerous live-action Star Wars projects. The other thing this does is that it makes Force Ghosts much more powerful than anything we have seen in canon so far. In Rise of Skywalker, the Force Ghost of Luke catches the lightsaber, which was probably one of my favorite parts of the film, but otherwise we really haven't seen a Force Ghost do anything. This is all despite the fact that in A New Hope, Kenobi tells Vader that if he is struck down, he will become more powerful than Vader can imagine. So this certainly implies that Force Ghosts should be able to interact with the living world. I can't wait to see if this concept or idea bleeds into other future projects. Imagine seeing a Force Ghost of Luke Skywalker more powerful than he was when living and able to use crazy Force abilities. Time will tell, I suppose, but again, I can't believe that they would put this in this book and then never mention it again. This book originally was not one that I was going to read, but after this sneak peek, this novel has jumped to the top of the list for me. I can't wait to read more and see where this story takes us. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like the video, leave a comment below with your thoughts on these new books, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on everything Star Wars. Thanks, and may the Force be with you.